Hello and welcome to the Homeless Consultant channel. My name is Paul B. I am the Homeless Consultant. I'm not sure of the day anymore, but this is pushing day 40. Without a job, without a shower, without a shave, without any hope. Governor Walz has extended the stay-at-home order by more than 2 weeks from now. So even if I could somehow go back to work, the way my schedule is, I wouldn't be able to go back to work until about the 21st of May. I would get a first check on the 27th. It would be totally insufficient for paying my bills, and I will have defaulted on a bunch of things in the meantime. Besides, I have less than $200 left in my name, and when that's gone, I begin the process of dying. What I want to talk about today, I just went to Menards. If you're not familiar with Menards, it's like a Home Depot kind of store. I went into Menards, which is a store I typically normally like, and I will go to rather than Home Depot and all these, but things have changed, folks. I walk in the door, and some kid who's about half my age, wearing a mask, walks over and stands in front of me and prevents me from moving and says, "I'm sorry, sir, but you need to have a mask to come in here. You can buy one over at the desk." I just told you how much money I have left. When that's gone, when I'm through paying for gas and these chips and drinks, which is what I was going to buy there, which is the only thing I've eaten for the last 40 days or so, with a few exceptions. When that's gone, I begin the process of sitting in a car that can no longer move, and I begin to starve to death. Off camera, as always in Minnesota. Menards tells me I need to spend a portion of that couple $100, less than that, to buy a mask, which does no good in the first place, is absolutely ridiculous when you understand the junk science behind this. This whole channel lately has been devoted to the junk science behind this health scare. And if you know how small viruses are, and if you know how big the pores are in a mask, it doesn't really matter anyway, but they aren't necessary. This is tantamount to Menards taxing people for the privilege of shopping at their store. In this case, taxing a homeless person who is already suffering infinitely more than the other people in Minnesota, just for the privilege of walking in there and buying some chips again, so that I can malnourish myself a little longer before I begin the process of dying. Menards, even if I survive this, I'm done with you. Shame on you. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I encourage anybody who shops at Menards to think twice about this. Whenever you have a corporation that joins in to corruption and unconstitutionality, like what we have with the stay-at-home order and all of this fear-mongering over coronavirus, there's something like 90% of the people who have coronavirus or who are dying from it in Minnesota, they're in nursing homes. They're not even out walking amongst the general population. When a company joins the government in something like that, that is the textbook dictionary definition of what fascism is. It is a symbiotic relationship between corporations and government. Menards, as a corporate citizen, had a moral and constitutional responsibility to stand up against what this government is doing here, which is wrong, scientifically, constitutionally, and just in terms of sheer humanity, it is wrong. But instead, Menards said, we're going to go ahead, we want to look good. Doing the right thing isn't important. It's more important that we look, that we give the appearance. In other words, that we put on a myth, a lie, a facade, that we care about what's going on with this coronavirus thing. That kid who stopped me, who had the audacity to stand in front of me and physically prevent me from walking into his store, who's half my age, has he spent the last 30 years studying junk science like I have? Menards, shame on you. You lost this customer, and if I have anything to say about it, you're going to lose an awful lot more. Because people like you are the reason I am going to lose my life.